Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station.
This video is really a thank you to everyone who has made my time on YouTube this year so great. The channel has had brilliant growth this year, so many new subscribers, new viewers, people commenting, watching my videos actually. It's been insane. You know, hitting 3,000 subscribers a few days ago, never thought that would happen. I never thought I would even hit 100 subscribers. And yet, it's really happened so fast. Now, to many people, 3,000 subscribers may not be a big YouTube channel. It's not a huge amount. But at least for me personally, it is a milestone that I am incredibly humbled to hit. So, thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed, who has watched the videos, watched the live streams, commented, all of that stuff. Thank you very much. Now, to celebrate hitting this milestone before the end of the year, I decided to do a little thing, not really a massive celebration, but just put up a poll on my YouTube channel and say, hey, what do you guys want to see me play for my next gameplay video? And this is what you chose, the Otomatic. This is a 9.0 rated tier 6 vehicle for the Italian ground forces tree, and since it's on the ground forces tree for the Italians, it's obviously a brand new vehicle. Came out in update 1.85, only a week and a bit ago, so not too long ago. And, you know, thanks to Gaijin Entertainment, I've been given this vehicle for a short time to test out in battles and get some footage of. And as you've seen already this game, I've been able to already kill an Abrams. And that's my second Abrams frag of this game. So as you can see, it's not exactly an anti-aircraft vehicle like the stat card says. It's more of an anti-everything. Main reason for that is, unlike normal anti-aircraft vehicles, this also mounts some APFSDS shells, of which have over 300 mil of pen, and that it can spam out at some insane rate, which basically means that whatever you hit on the enemy tank, even if you miss a few shots, you're firing so much into it that you are going to kill it. So I've already killed 2 Abrams, I've criticaled that one, and the funny thing is, despite being an SPA, it doesn't appear to have hull break. This MBT-70 is spamming shots into me. He is knocking out crew members, but if we fire just onto the turret a little bit to the left of where he's currently firing, he would actually kill me. So I don't know if this is down to him just not knowing where the crew in the Otomatic is, or is it just me being lucky? I don't really know, but, you know, this sort of helped me continue this game. And, you know, it is rather funny, and eventually a friendly tank does come in and say, hey, I'm going to help you out here. And, you know, one shot to the MBT does take him out fairly effectively. And, you know, I live to fight another day. Continuing on from that, though, I move along and I do see another MBT-70 and a Sergeant York. So one shot to the Sergeant York, his ammo goes up and he's dead. Turn behind me and there's the MBT. One shot to him, knocks out his entire crew. And that's 2 kills in a very short space of time. Now, this game is going very well. I'm very happy with it. I've got a decent amount of kills, all that stuff. And then, yeah, internet gets a bit spazzy. I'm moving around and I thought, hey, there was an MBT-70. Where's he gone? So I'm looking around for him, you know, I'm thinking, okay, maybe my internet, my ping, my PL, maybe it resolved itself. It's all okay now. I've got a good game to put in the video. It's all going to be fine. No need to worry. Nothing bad is going to happen. And then what happens? But hey, you can always restart your internet router and then you're straight back on. So, into a game on Poland, what's going on? Ooh, an Abrams. So, you know, a few shots into him. Does take a bit longer than usual, but, you know, a few shots and he is dead. So, now that that's happened, I do move back to the base to reload my APFSDS, because you have a limit of 12. But if they're on your first slot, they reload very quickly. And what's that I hear? Ooh, it's a helicopter. So, load up those variable time fuse shells, fire them, and eventually one explodes right next to him and kills him. So that is an aircraft kill for you there, first one of the video. It is surprising that you can almost get halfway through a video on an anti-aircraft vehicle and not have an aircraft kill until halfway through the video. But hey, look, it's another Abrams. Hell yeah, another Abrams kill. So this thing is basically the Abrams killer. Now, despite this seemingly being incredibly overpowered and basically unkillable and just destroying everything, It in fact is not. I will now tell you quickly a few ways of how to deal with this fairly effectively in game. First off being the actual cannon barrel and the gun breech itself. If you hit them, they will be knocked out and the person driving the automatic will have to repair them. They're very weak parts of the vehicle. Also, if you look on the X-ray in the turret, there are actually 3 of the crew members all lined up very nicely for a shot to go straight through. If you can hit the side of the turret and knock out all 3 of those crew members with a single shot, well, obviously you can't operate the tank on a single crew member, so that will be the automatic down. So just 1 or 2 ways to sort of either stop it being useful or knock out the tank entirely. So just keep them in mind if you face this thing. Another thing I'd like to mention is the mentality when playing this. You do feel, unlike other SPAs where you want to run from MBTs or hide because you know you're going to die, this one's a very different mentality. It's more of a charge in and just spam shots at them type mentality. Because you know that at least most of the time you will kill the enemy vehicle. Pretty much anything you will kill with this, so that is rather funny. There are some occasions though like this where, as you can see, part of my gun's been knocked out and I can't do much, so you know, a bit of a tricky situation.
A few moments later.
Well, luckily for me, a friendly Leo 2K did come to the rescue and took out that pesky challenger for me, although I did die a few moments later from an M1 Abrams who sniped me from over at the castle, probably getting revenge for all of the comrades that I had massacred, basically, in the past few games. But nonetheless, it was a good game. I got 3 kills, 2 of which were on MBTs, so I'm not going to complain. The next game, which was on the map Fulda, did give me a very nice chance to test out those HE time fuse rounds on helicopters. Killed one at the beginning of the game, after a while driving through some points of which we capped. I did find a French SPAA vehicle that I could see firing from a distance. I did sneak up on his location and, you know, I was able to knock him out with a single round, which was rather satisfying, I would say. I did also see an Object 120. Now, despite being him being up-tiered a little bit, it is always good to take that out of the field, because it is a rather dangerous vehicle, especially with the velocity and the amount of pen on at least its APFSDS shell. Now, after moving along for a bit, though, I did see another helicopter at long range who had just spawned in, but, you know, I fired it in with those HE time fuse rounds and I was able to knock him out. I believe I knocked off the tail boom of the helicopter, which obviously you can't fly without. And despite having a decent game, I was actually knocked out by a sneaky little M50 Ontos from a fairly decent distance, actually. So props to him for getting that shot. Very nice shot from him. But, you know, I got 2 ground target kills, 2 air target kills. I'm not going to complain about that game either. But anyway, moving on to the next game, I start off by killing yet another helicopter, from behind trees this time actually, but of course since I have radar, I can actually see where the target is, at least air targets I can see where they are, so that is very useful. Next thing I did this game was to move on to the A point, although another helicopter decides to try and spoil the party. I do fire at him, although I forget to change my rounds to the HE rounds, and I shoot at him with APFSDS, which does do some damage. I do actually knock off some vital parts of his heli, although I don't get the kill. Another friendly vehicle actually takes him out, but I do not mind too much as I already had a heli kill this game, and I was about to get another. This time I do load the correct rounds, those of course being the time fuse rounds, and I do fire. Now it is rather difficult with this one as he's at quite long distance, and he's moving about quite a bit, but I am able to get some critical blows on his vehicle and take him down, which does give me the kill, which is rather nice. You know, 2 heli kills, 1 assist on a heli, not too bad. Now, the last thing I do when I'm alive this game is to take down a T-114, the tiny little toaster, who is firing at me from across the map. 1 shell does it, it just knocks out the 2 crew members, and that gives me the kill on him. Now, my game does end there. That's the only things I did in that game, and to finish off the game, we're going back to the same map we were on at the beginning of this video. Now, I started off by killing yet another M1 Abrams, and I move on again, and, you know, it's rather funny, actually. Go back into the point, keep looking around. I am capping it, and, oh, look, there's another enemy tank, and there we go, taken out with a few shots. So, this is a very fun vehicle to play. If you want to grind Italian vehicles, I would say the OF40, the actual MBT on the Italian line, is less fun than the SPAA, and as you can see there, an assist on a Geopard, a kill on an MBT-70, not too bad whatsoever. Now, that game did end. I got a few actual tank kills, I got some assists, and I got a base cap, so not too bad whatsoever. This is definitely, at least in my opinion, one of my favourite vehicles to play in War Thunder right now. Very fun, Some might call it overpowered. I would just say it is overpowered if you know what you're doing with it. If people use it in... do not play it as though you will kill everyone and you won't die. Because one shot onto your vehicle can end your game. So, you know, if you play it smart, you will do very well. Unfortunately, though, it is now time to end the video, so I do want to say thank you again for 3,000 subscribers. It really does mean a lot, so thanks to all of you individuals who have subscribed over the past year and a half, I think it is, since I actually started making videos, so thank you very much. Although, also thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please consider smashing the like button, maybe even subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and if you do, that would be very much appreciated. Thanks again for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.